Saw there was a clip from the film Selena starring Jennifer Lopez. Selena was one of the biggest Latino celebrities on the scene prior to her tragic death in 1995. In just a minute, I'm going to introduce you to two of the stars from the film Selena who are joining us today. They are just part of the incredible lineup of hot Latino celebrities joining us on this show today. We've got the legendary Tito Puente, the king of Latin music, with us. Joining Tito Puente will be India, an incredible singer who's been dubbed the Princess of Latin Music.
Oh, baby, baby, here with Rolonda, yeah, and all the Latinos here having a good time here, yeah.
Stand-up comedian and producer Jeff Valdez is going to join us also and give us a few laughs.
Because every time you see blacks and Latinos, we're always in gangs on TV, right? I don't get it. You never see other gangs on TV, right? You never see Swedish gangs on TV, you know? You never see Jewish gangs on TV, right? Yet the largest Jewish gang in the world is in Los Angeles. What are they called? Oh, Disney.
And those teen heartthrobs, the Barrio Boyzz. They're gonna woo us with one of their tunes.
Here with me, but something went wrong here. This is just in case you hear me.
But first, actress Constance Marie. Constance starred with Edward James Olmos in the film Selena. She plays Selena's mom. I had the pleasure of having some love scenes with the beautiful actress Jennifer Lopez, who played Selena. He's going to be here to tell us all about that. John gave a powerful performance as Selena's husband. Let's hear it for Constance Marie and John Seda. The first 10 weeks of the 10 days of the movie, $11.7 million.
Oh yeah,
That is a hit. That is a hit. Did you have any idea the movie would be this successful?
I had absolutely no clue whatsoever. But I'm totally happy about it.
That's great. What are some of your greatest memories of the movie?
Well, for me, the best thing was hanging out with Chris Perez, who
was the real husband.
The real husband, right?
Right.
We got really close. I lived with him for about the whole time we were shooting.
Was that to get prepared for the role as the husband?
Well, it was at first. At first, you know, I was gonna do what every actor, you know, playing someone who's actually living. You know, they research. You know, I wanted to get his character traits down, you know, try to get as close to him as I could. So at first it started out as research, but then what happened was we became friends. Mm-hmm. And
now you're inseparable, I hear.
Yeah.
Best of buddies.
That's right.
This was a big break. Or you've done so many other things. My goodness, you've done, gosh, movies, 12 Monkeys, Primal Fear. You were on Homicide. You're doing quite well in this acting gig, you know?
I can't complain.
Are there many roles out there for Latino actors? Are you finding it's tough in Hollywood, or?
Yeah, that'd be the answer to that question. It's actually because of Selena. They did not expect Selena to do as well as it has done. Mm-hmm. And hopefully it will continue doing well. And they're realizing that we're a demographic that nobody has really tapped before. Mm-hmm. And in Hollywood, it's about money. And if a movie makes money, then they're going to make a lot more. So because we've made so much money, they're thinking, maybe we can make some money here.
So,
now it's a familiar color, green.
Exactly. I mean, it's the kind of thing where we have the power to create more movies just by our buying power.
That's
they
right.
They really pay attention to that.
I believe Latinos are the fastest growing, if not one of, if not the
That's
fastest
right.
growing minority group in this country. And there's a huge spending base there, lots of money there.
Well, the doors are definitely opening up more. I mean, I think you know, with actors like Hector Elizondo, Raul Julia, Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah.
I think people like that, they paved the way. Edward James Olmos, you know, they opened up the door. You know, and I think through this film, I think Selena's spirit, that's how beautiful it was, that she's opening the doors and making more opportunities for all of us.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know, like she's kicked that door wide open, and now it's time to show what we can do.
Because that was her dream. Her dream was to cross over and just have everybody listen to her music. And through this movie, I think that's happening, and they're realizing, oh my God, it doesn't matter if it has a Latin face or if it has a black face or if it has, it's a universal story. And
A little girl with a big dream.
Exactly, it's the American dream, just with a little Latino skin on the outside.
Well, Selena's mom certainly aged over the course of this film. Here's a clip of Marie playing an older mom. I think she looks cute too. Did you have to change as you were doing that? Well, I guess you would have to.
Oh, no.
You aged 20 years in one film.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. It's your basic 5.5-hour makeup process. They put, it's a two-man team. They had to hire, they had to bring in the catering truck like at 3 o'clock in the morning for me, just because I had to be there 5 hours ahead of anybody else. And it took a two-man team stretching 45 places on my face, laying latex on it, blow drying it at point blank range, laying, it's called Krylon. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's not Chanel, I know
Did it
that.
scare you when you looked in the mirror?
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
I'd come into the makeup trailer, and she'd be laid out. She'd just lay there like this with all this stuff on her face, and they're just working on her, and she can't move. And she's like that. I come in, I try to make her laugh.
It got
and
to
she
the
can't,
point.
and she get pissed off because she can't laugh.
Aging is a tough process,
No,
believe me.
no, it's scary.
Please stay tuned for the rest of our show today. We're featuring hot Latino celebrities. We've got the fabulous singer India and a little taste of Latino humor. And of course, my favorite, Tito Puente, is coming up next, all on today's Rolonda. Wooing going on. You show a picture of Antonio Banderas and all the women go, woo, woo. Well, this year, the legendary Tito Puente, who's still got some people going, woo, woo, is celebrating his 50th year in the music industry. It's hard to believe. He has been instrumental in the growing popularity of Latin music all throughout the world. Tito has 114 albums. He has won 4 Grammys and has been nominated for 10. Tito Puente is without a doubt the biggest name in Latin music. Fans all around the world are coming together to honor this great musician. Let's hear it for the king of Latin music, Tito Puente! I've just got to come get my hug. I got to get my hug. Also joining Mr. Puente is the incredible India, who has been dubbed the princess of Latin music.
Having a good time here, yeah. Gozando con la salsa de Tito Puente. Y aquí con la India.
Hey, are you enjoying this episode of Rolonda? If so, please hit the subscribe button and let me know. Leave your comments and also follow me in other forms of social media at Rolonda Watts. Remember, that's ROLONDA, Rolonda Watts on all forms of social media. And if you're interested in voice acting, my goodness, let me help you. This is a new year coming. It could be a new you, a new career. Check out my voice acting masterclass at Rolonda.com. ROLONDA. RolondaNDA.com, and I'll tell you all about it. Let's get back to the show. And if you're interested in being a voice actor, why don't you sign up for my free webinars and find out all about it? Just go to Rolonda.com, RolonDA.com, and push the button to sign up for my free webinar. So come on, let's get you prepared for maybe a brand new career in this brand new year. Check it out, Rolonda.com. Now, let's get back to the show.
These guests created quite a stir.
So many blacks are so hateful towards whites because of slavery.
Now viewers talk back.
I don't want to live with you right now because you're on drugs.
On Rolonda. On today's show, we are talking with some of the hottest Latino celebrities on the scene. We just heard a wonderful piece from Tito Puente, the legend himself. Also, India, who was scatting away. Hey, India, the guys back here are kind of like crazy about you over here. Tito Puente, 114 albums, 4 Grammys, nominated for 10. My, shoo, 50 years in this business. Latin music has suddenly, or I don't know if it's suddenly taken off, but there's certainly a great amount of popularity with it now, and the popularity seems to be growing. Why do you think so?
Well, there's a lot of recognition for the music around the world. The percussive end of it. People love percussion instruments. They love to dance to our mambos and cha-chas and merengues and guaguancó and the rumbas, whatever. So I'm very happy to be part of it still. You only get to 50 once in a lifetime.
That's right. And many of us are hoping to get there.
Thank you. Thank you.
India, any place you go in the world and you say, I'm working, scatting away with Tito Puente. I know eyebrows go up, eyes bright. This is quite a gig.
It is.
How did this happen for you?
Thank God that Tito is so open-minded to music and the fact that music is changing, and he's changing with the music. And when he allows people like us to hang with him, it's like wonderful. We feel like we don't want to let him down too.
Right. What do you could give us some little tidbits, some little juicy gossip about Tito? What's it like working with Tito Puente?
He's a sweetheart.
Look out.
He's like, you know, he'll promise you things like, he'll say, if you hit this note, I'm going to kiss your bookie on 42nd Street. And you're sitting there saying, what does he mean? What does he mean with that? But he encourages you to hit the high notes. Yeah. And then when you do, he changes his mind.
I got senile.
Tito, you've been married for 32 years with all this. Yes. What is the secret for the success of keeping a marriage together? We know you keep a band together, but how do you keep a marriage together?
Well, keeping the band is harder than being married. Got to be a doctor, you got to cater to everything. But the hardest thing is to maintain yourself up there throughout the years, always with the young people, playing the music, what's happening all the time, and taking it around the whole world so it could give us recognition to our Latin music and Latin jazz, of course.
Right, absolutely. Also, but the one key to marriage is, to keep a good marriage is what?
Well, I play a timbales solo to my wife every morning.
That'll do it, Tito. That'll do it. Now for a little Latin comedy. Last year, Showtime's Latino Laugh Festival was a major hit. The 13-part series was hosted by Cheech Marin and Daisy Fuentes and Paul Rodriguez. Take a look at this.
The number 3 reason why network executives are afraid to put us on television is it just might work.
Well, my next guest, who produced, wrote, and also did a few jokes on that hilarious series, is joining us now. Jeff is going to do a bit of his stand-up routine for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Valdez!
Thank you. Gosh, Tito, I'm honored to be on the same stage with you and everyone. Thank you. You know, I was thrilled to be able to write and produce a program, a TV show that portrayed Latinos in a positive light, right? Because every time you see blacks and Latinos, we're always in gangs on TV, right? I don't get it. You never see other gangs on TV, right? You never see Swedish gangs on TV, you know? You never see Jewish gangs on TV, right? Yet the largest Jewish gang in the world is in Los Angeles. What are they called? Oh, Disney. And it's the truth. And in film, too, you never see us on films except for Selena. That's one of the few films we have out. Everyone has more films than we do. Animals have more films than we do. Think about it. Babe, Dumbo Drop Flipper, right? And now they have James and the Giant Peach. And there's no Latinos in this movie. It's amazing. I don't get it. We're good enough to pick the fruit. We're just not good enough. We're just not good enough to act with it, I guess. That's the problem. So, certain things about Latinos do hold true. I will say this because I'm Latino, I'm Catholic, I'm Democrat. It's the law, right? My mother, I swear to you, on her wall, she has photos of JFK, the Virgin Mary, and Bill Clinton. And last time I was there, the Virgin looked really uncomfortable. Like. And people don't understand our culture. Like, look at here, all the beautiful colors we have. We have so many bloodlines. We have partied with everyone on the planet at one time. You don't have to, because Tito, you put the music on and Latinos are going, you know, we're doing the thing. But, I mean, we have Spanish blood, which freaks people out. I have a hard time with my Spanish ancestry because Spaniards were not the nicest people on the planet. These were like bikers with boats, okay? These guys had helmets and an attitude, you know? We have Jewish blood, which is weird because my friends used to call me lentil beaner when I was younger and I hated that. Shalom, cabron, you know, it was... What trips me out is we got Asian blood in the Latino community. You ever see like a Latino looks like Asian? How this happened, I have no clue. My guess, a long time ago, two ships crossed in the night. You know, like, Jaro! Orale! And that's how the song started. So. But then, one thing I want to share with you, a true story that happened to me recently, how people don't understand our culture. This is really true. I was in Los Angeles in a taqueria, right? Taco stand. The guy behind the counter doesn't speak English. Shock. Now, no big deal. I speak Spanish. Everything seems cool, but it's not, because there's this very large gentleman standing in front of me, I'll guess perhaps from the southern part of the United States by the rash on the back of his neck. And he's getting frustrated with the language barrier, right? He finally looks at the guy behind the counter and just snaps, goes, you know what? You Mexicans are a bunch of dumb son. What do you think of that, boy? I swear to you, the guy without missing a beat goes, nothing, I'm from Nicaragua. And this is true, not all Latinos speak Spanish. Let me clarify something. I didn't speak Spanish growing up, and it was terrible because the only things I remember were like, cállate, siéntate, escucha, sit down, shut up, listen, right? And it was terrible. The first time I made love to a Latina woman, I was not prepared for this, right? Because she's making love in Spanish, I'm making love in English. The two are not meeting. She's going, ay, papi. I'm going, whoa, your dad's here. You know, thank you very much.
Celebrities, including Tito Puente, who is celebrating his 50th year in the music industry with us today, and hopefully he'll play a little bit more. We'll be right back. Give him a chair. We are having a great time today. I'm very pleased to say that we have the great Tito Puente with us. Joining Tito now is Ralph Mercado. He is the president of RMM Records, and he is called the Latin Music Empresario. Wait a minute. Empresario. Empresario. All those Spanish classes are paying off here and there. What is going on with the music industry? We're seeing so many changes.
Well, it's growing rapidly. You know, it's been growing for the last, I say over the last 20 years. It's been, when we got into the salsa move that exploded all over the world. Yeah. And now we see another twist to it. There's a lot of young talent like India, Mark Anthony, a lot of new singers on the scene that are filling this need for the youth. Is getting involved in it more and more with the new talent that's being generated. Pioneers like Tito Puente and Cellular Cruz have been around, and they give their hands for the younger ones to come up, and we into a new generation of things now.
But still not moving quite fast enough. You're a little disappointed with the Grammys this year?
I was, yeah, but you know, we're hanging in there.
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that it's tough to find, like categories, for instance. A young singer wants to come out there. Are the categories set up for Latin music? I mean, is it,
Well,
you're saying no?
We have, the way they're set up is not really the way the music runs, but in tropical music, when it's salsa, they have merengue, you have salsa, then you have Latin jazz, and you have pop music, and you have Mexican, and there's all types of things. So we have about 3 or 4 categories right now. But hopefully it's going to get better. You know?
I was just wondering, where a young kid who wants to grow up and be a great star like Tito Puente, where do they go? How do they get started?
Well, they find their way. If they have the talent comes out eventually. I think if they're great singers, it'll come out. If they're great musicians, it comes out. They hang out in the right places. They seem to get, they're found. If the talent is there, it comes out.
I see. What do you think that you want to say about what's happening in the Latin community to America, or what you hope you will see happen by just your presence in front of so many crowds that are inspiring so many young people like the kids that we have here in the audience today? What do you say?
Me? What I'd like to say is don't give up, okay? Because it's going to happen.
Keep going.
Every time that we have something that's in the limelight, that we have a movie or we have concerts and we have music, I mean, if it's something that you believe in and that you think represents your race, Latinos, positively, go see it, spend your money, stand in line, do whatever you have to do, because that's what really gets this thing going. If nobody makes any noise and nobody spends their money where quality products are being made, they don't care. They go, oh, they don't go to the movies, forget it, let's not make any more.
That's the thing, because like the film, we did the Selena movie, and to us, to me, I'm sure I speak for all the other actors too in the film, it's a privilege to be able to bring out Selena's spirit and show it to people that might not have ordinarily seen her. But we only do our part, and it's like putting a puzzle together. We're all the same size. Us, you guys, all of you guys going to see it is completing that puzzle.
Actually, not only that, you guys have a lot more power than we have, because as long as you guys go to the movies and as long as you are, you're a demographic that they are skewing to.
We're just a part.
Yeah,
we just show up. It's all of us together.
And Tito said, buy one of his 14 albums, please.
Exactly, yeah.
Lots of questions from the audience. From this young man we'll talk to when we come back. Who is the hot new group that has teenagers swooning, going crazy around here? If I say the Barrio Boyzz, they're coming up next. I'll come back to you.
Welcome, bienvenidos. Welcome to Mi Gente, a show about my people, your people, our people. That's
breaking the barriers to me is being offered roles that are not Latina.
Right. True indeed,
getting
true
up
indeed,
there
that's
with
right.
the Michelle Pfeiffers and the Julia Roberts and being
what I'm
considered for
saying?
those
That's
same
right.
roles.
What you're looking at there is an exciting new show. It's a new variety show that's going to be airing on NBC. It's called Mi Gente, which means my people. Latinos are fighting to change the negative images that have traditionally been portrayed in the media. And I want you to meet Angel de Leon and Freddie Correa. Come on, join us. These guys are the co-hosts of Mi Gente. And you are fine, young men, I do have to say. This is a very important show. Yeah. Why do you say it's so important?
Well, as you can see from your panel, this is how important it is. This panel alone reflects all of the beautiful faces we have in the Latino culture, and that's what Mi Gente represents, our people, right or wrong.
And you know something, as I look out on this audience alone, there's so many hues, so many, you are beautiful, beautiful people. That comes from the Dominican, and comes from Puerto Rico, and comes from all the different parts of the culture. And I think it's really important to break that down too, that there are different cultures within the Latino community.
It is really important, and I mean, it's important to show our distinctions, our differences, but it's also important to show how we need to be unified. Constance made a very good point, and it is that, you know, we can only get out there and try to give you the entertainment that you're looking for and show you faces that represent you, but it's really up to you to represent us and go out there and buy and watch and show them that there's an audience that's willing to pay to see their faces on TV and in the film.
True indeed, absolutely. That's right, that's right. So basically, I mean, it's hard enough because mi gente, my people, you know, since we're such a diverse culture within a culture, we just want to just take a stand, you know, as us, Freddie and myself. It's not about us, it's about mi gente right here, all of us. So, you know, want to keep doing that.
At NBC, that ain't a bad package. Not bad at all. You know, I didn't realize, have a seat, guys, and join us anytime you I didn't know that Anthony Quinn, Raquel Welch, Martin Sheen, Rita Hayworth were all Latinos and had to change their names in the business. You're lucky you didn't have to do that. Young man over here who had the question. Come on, let me get back to you. Yes, sir.
Yes, I want to know with this goes to all of you. With your schedule and your way you travel, how do you incorporate your children, if you have any, into your routine?
Your what? Children? John?
Well, I have.
How do you handle being a dad and this big business you got?
Well, I have a two and a half year old son named John Jr. And I basically have him come with me, you know, and whenever I'm not working, I mean, my time is with him. If it's 24 hours a day, it's 24 hours a day. And I mean, he's my heart. You want to see my heart, you look at my son. Yeah. That's my heart. So. If the business ever interfered with my relationship with my son, I would leave the business in a second because my son's more important.
Question up here.
My question is for Tito. With such an illustrious career, what do you think is your greatest accomplishments over the years?
What you say?
What's your greatest accomplishment over the years?
What are you most proud of, Tito?
Haven't gotten there yet. Trying.
Next, we have one of the hottest Latin groups in the country. I was told to say Los Barrio Boyzz.
Just one more chance. Something went wrong. You were not supposed to. Oh no. I wish that.
Hey, are you enjoying this episode of Rolonda? If so, please hit the subscribe button and let me know. Leave your comments and also follow me in other forms of social media at Rolonda Watts. Remember, that's ROLONDA, Rolonda Watts on all forms of social media. Now, let's get back to the show.
What's really happening on college campuses?
There were 3 girls making out, and they invited us to come join.
Sex on campus.
I don't see what's wrong with experimenting.
On Rolonda.
Watch your ears, folks, because we have a bunch of little... Oh, my God. People are going crazy around here, and it's all because of these 4 guys you're about to meet. Calm down, children, calm down. I want you to meet Robert, David, Hans, and Ray. The Barrio Boyzz.
One, two.
Calm Come on, Tay.
Guys, do you see what you're doing to these women, these little girls?
What's up, girls? How you doing, lady? How you doing, people? What's up?
Your success has been, you're just really climbing up the charts. You should be so proud. How do you keep your head on your shoulders with all these girls screaming after you?
Well, we have our manager that puts us in check. And well, it's just you know, we don't forget where we come from and who, the people that made us as well. You know, we know that without the fans, we wouldn't be here. So we have to always remember them and always stop and take time for them.
Are you having fun?
All the time. They're the ones that give us the energy up on stage. You know, without them, we would be boring.
Well, honey, you're about to fly through the roof. How would you like to hear their new hit song? I wish. Go on, take it away.
Oh, I wish I had the chance to say I love you, but something went wrong here. You are not supposed to leave me in my life. I wish that you were here with me, but something went wrong here. This is just in case you hear me.
Yo, we got a little something for the Latinos. This next song is dedicated to all our Latin sisters out in the audience. Ready? Boom, boom.
Ooh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Shoot, pow. Por alto está el cielo en el mundo, por hondo que sea el mar profundo. No habrá una barrera en el mundo que ese amor profundo no borre por ti. Amor es el pan de la vida, amor es la esencia divina, amor es un algo sin nombre que obsesiona un hombre por una mujer.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be right back with your Mario boys.
And ladies and gentlemen, the #1 reason that network executives won't put any more Latinos on TV? Hell, you guys are on Cops every night. What are you talking about?
Folks, I've got to tell you this. This poor little girl sitting right. What is your name, sweetie pie?
Betsy.
Betsy, what are you crying for?
I don't know.
You don't know, just because the Barrio Boyzz are here. See what you do to these girls? You guys were telling me during the commercial break how much discipline it takes to do what you're doing and how your manager sticks with you to make sure you do the right things. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, actually, we were put together 7 years ago. A manager put us together, and basically, in order for us to prepare ourselves to be in the industry, he pledged us for 2 years.
Made you pledge a fraternity.
Fraternity, under the guidance of Phi Beta Sigma. And that right there taught us to be on time, to think for others in the group. Like if one person do something wrong, the rest of us will pay. So, you know, it's a family thing.
How do you keep the competition down between you guys?
Competition? There's no competition.
No competition? You always get along?
We all need each other. So
it's like a basketball game. If you need to
like
pass the
Rob
ball to
has
somebody.
Rob has the baby blue eyes, which all the girls love.
What's your question?
Are you all single?
Are you all single?
Yes. Yeah. Single. Single and
Do you like older women?
We like yeah. We single and looking.
A question here. Come on, stand up.
This question is for India. Just a few weeks ago, I was watching a local broadcast, and it was saying how you're an overnight sensation. And I've been a fan of yours for years, since the 80s when you were doing Latin hip-hop. What do you feel about that when you hear people say, oh, you're automatically an overnight sensation because you're working with Tito, and I know you've been working a long time?
You know what? You're so correct in what you're saying. It's just that it's the lack of knowing what Latinos are doing in dance music, and the fact that I'm grateful that Ralph Mercado discovered me in Latin music, and people like Eddie Palmieri, Tito Puente, Celia Cruz gave me the opportunity to be a part of their market, Latin music. And I feel that it's something that sooner or later it has to change, like mixing apples and pears. Like, let merengue be merengue, let salsa be salsa, and let Latin jazz be Latin jazz, and Mex-Tex be Mex-Tex. And that's what I would love to see in the near future. And the opportunity for us Latinos to branch into crossover and do a little rhythm and blues, being that we love our African American friends.
Quick question over here.
Hi, this question's for the Barrio Boyzz. I was wondering if you're using the group to launch off your own careers, or are you taking as far as you can, like try to get like legendary, like the Four Tops, in the Spanish
that's
version?
basically it. We want to be as big as the Beatles and Four Tops, groups like that, and we want to continue being together. And at the same time, we want to continue opening doors for a lot of Latinos that want to express their talent and want to do something in their life, something positive, and that's what it's all about.
I'm so proud of you guys. I met you at the Desi Awards, which is a great image award for Latinos, and you were just fantastic. They are gentlemen, they're doing the right things, they are disciplined, and that is so wonderful about you.
Thank you.
Now, let's get back to the legend now. Tito Puente is an outstanding orchestra director. He is a celebrated arranger. He's a master percussionist. He has 14 albums. But he made the Latin sound so popular all throughout the world. He is the king of Latin music and is celebrating his 50th year in the music industry with the release of his CD, 50 Years of Swing. And I am so pleased to have Tito here to perform yet another special number just for us. I'm gonna prop right here. Guests appeared on our show.
I don't want to live with you right now because you're on drugs.
They created quite a stir.
So many blacks are so hateful towards whites because of slavery.
And sparked some heated reaction.
You know what keeps us separate? Fear.
So we've invited them back to go one-on-one with viewers.
I wanted to know where she been.
Well, ask her. There she is right there.
Our viewers talk back on Rolonda.
If you're interested in being a voice actor, why don't you sign up for my free webinars and find out all about it? Just go to Rolonda.com. ROLONDA.com, and push the button to sign up for my free webinar. So come on, let's get you prepared for maybe a brand new career in this brand new year. Check it out, Rolonda.com.